Okay, hi there. It's April the 12th. Today, I'm not going to continue on what I started yesterday. Maybe I'll do that another day. Today, I'm going to do something that I wanted to do because I installed a new security camera. And I am actually prepared with the help of Codex a specification. We can look at it quickly, I think. Uh, So the point is that I already have a camera which covers my parking lot, and I bought cheaply a very good camera from an auction site for less than $20. I got, albeit an old model, UCAM 247, 24/7, of course. Um, um, and it's pretty good. I've used Codex to get access to it because it was really hard to find manuals and such because the maker has gone bankrupt since ages. However, we managed to break ourselves into it and find how to factory reset it, and I can use it now. So, what I want to do is to read both cameras, and then I want to use RTSP. That was one of the problems. The web interfaces used Flash for showing the image streams. That is, of course, dead since long. And I want to stitch the images together to make a panorama. Uh, and I wanted to have a small editor where I can draw a seam line in both stream images, and I wanted to synthesize a new merge stream. So I've put in quite many requirements here. Stitching should be real blending so that it's not just pasting one image over another. I want it to be smooth in the transitions. I don't want to lose any pixels. I want it to, well, rotate and scale the images so it fits, and uh, yeah. And I have described how I want to draw the seams in the editor. Yeah. What else? I want the inputs in a row above and the merge output in a pane, full width pane below. Yeah, some blending rules and yeah, various things. It's wordy because it's Codex that has generated it, so it has added some things it thinks would be nice. And I have asked for Rust and TypeScript and to use FFmpeg for streaming operations, uh, and to use Chrome DevTools MCP for the test and feedback loop. Yeah, that's it. So we can continue here, and I can just say read the specification in the MD file in this. Oh, first I want to raise the level of the model. I want the expensive model, extra high, reasoning, and then read. the specs found in the only MD file in this directory and start implementing. We'll see how it will do. Meanwhile, I will go and get myself some more to drink. Oh, just a moment. Oh, I see it has discovered my old prototype. I wonder if it's taking inspiration from that. Could do that. Uh, I made a prototype before this specification, of course, with the mini model, and it wasn't good enough. So that's why I'm redoing it, but using uh, the accumulated specification prompts in this file that I made. Okay, so I see uh, it fired up a new Chrome window. So I will change the left side here to another Chrome window. It has to be this one. Yeah. Wow. uh, it actually it used my saved line segments from the prototype. And wait. Now, okay, now it erased them. It actually did what I thought was a perfect merge. No, not perfect, but a very viable merge. So that was great. So it's running some tests now, as you can see. And yeah, interesting. And it's pretty as well, since I asked it to use a real framework instead of inventing a prototype UI. So let's see what it implemented the first working pass of Stream Theme Editor. Yeah, this is very good. So I will reload here just to check. Okay. start the editor in Tmux and let it run for me to test. So reload. Let's see if we can get some camera frames. Yep, and actually here you can see it used my saved seam line from the top right corner of the door here to the end of a white thing that's beneath my boat. And I did the same seam line here. And here it has actually put these ones wrong. That should be, I think those should be on the door and here. Well, that's okay. It doesn't matter too much. We will hide the seam line overlay and we can see that it has made a rather nice panorama picture here. The only problem is that I think this, well, here the color matching is perfect, but here the color matching isn't. Up here, yeah, it's good, I think. Uh, Here it's bad. So, well, it's a very good first try. I did want this composite preview to actually have the seam line rotated. So this would have been, so the seam line would have been north to south. That would have been nice. I will see if we can do an iteration here. One. Overall, very good first try. Do not change big things from this working state. I hope you have committed this to the merged uh, merged what should go images should rotate so the seam line in the merge will get to be north south line. This will imply that the right images top right corner will move out of the visible pane, which in turn means you need to scale because all pixels must remain visible. the blending in the intersection triangle is not perfect everywhere. So the triangle sides are still clearly visible. It is near perfect at the southeast part. You see what I'm writing, I hope. I'm describing how the blending is very good at the south corner here of this intersection triangular area, but it's rather bad at the east corner and here, and it improves as we go north. Yeah. Northeast segment to the north, where it becomes good again. Following the west segment down, it is rather bad. To reiterate, inside this triangle, it should be 50-50 of each image for every mapped out pixel. But in the outline of the width of the blend band, it should gradually decrease. Perhaps experiment with an S curve of the gradient if this was linear and it was that but caused a clear cut visible. Yeah, I hope Codex will understand that. As you can see, I'm pretty wordy because I've noticed that if you want very good quality, you have to be rather, well, to the point and not forget to things. Yeah, was it something else? Yes. When showing the seam overlay, it is rendered from the seam endpoints are too far apart and at the wrong angle, and also what else did I want to say about that? Uh, yeah, and also the band should really follow the triangular blah 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 blah. What do I want to say? Intersection uh, parameter, and the seam passes inside the triangle. I think that was all. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy. We could check what happens when we change the blend band like this. That's strange. It doesn't change the merge. To me, it looks mostly the same. Yeah, I have to put in that. When changing the blend band width, the image does not seem the stream image, or yeah, the merge doesn't seem to update. Okay, that should be it. Yeah, we'll go for that. See what it does. So it's starting again, and sometimes I have seen this before. The Reolink camera can provide a stream which is very smeared. I wonder if it's the server or if it's the camera itself. Well, it looks much, much better, or it isn't done yet, but wow. Of course, oops, it logs a lot right now. I think it should probably make that a scroll instead. So this log was just small before, but now it's really long. Now it restarted. Okay. Hmm. Looky. The only error now is that the mapped seam into the composite preview is too long, and actually it hasn't rotated. It hasn't rotated enough. Okay. They put the seam at the, actually the seam is at the northeast border of the triangle. So I will have to tell him that. He has not fully understood. Okay, it's improving. Now the length of the seam in the mapped, well, in the composite is correct, but the seam itself is not right. And the angle and the position is not right, but the length looks okay. Yeah, that's a very good round trip, I think. I managed to make a good prompt, and it worked for quite a while. How long was it? I didn't get to see it. While it's working, it's saying how long it is, but then it gets lost. Let's check this out. We'll hide the seam overlay, and we can see that it's, well, the triangle is not as evident as before. It is a problem with some smeared out effects here. You can check how, well, when you're here, you can see the triangle, right? And then as you increase this band, the triangle gets less and less visible. So, and if you do it very large, yeah. So the blending is lowering quality of the image as well. So you don't want to blend too much, maybe to here or something. I think that is actually great, but I asked for a north and south seam. Sure, it displays it north-south, but the seam is actually from this corner of that door to here, and it, it fails to rotate. So mostly very good, but you map the seam wrongly. The seam goes from the corner of the door to white. Was it presenting? Swedish word below the boat and the way you mapped it, it is from a random point in our hedge to somewhere in our law. Look it over. Because of this, the rotation is also wrong. So there was the usage limit. 2 questions for this. So I will need another set of credentials. So I have to log out my own account. Yeah, yeah. Open AI. Here I'm going to get a one-time code. Actually, I don't think I need the seam to be north south. Wait, I will change my specs. Rotate the image not according to the seam, but so that the lower left y coordinate will equal the lower right. That what I did now was what is called steering. I put in a prompt while the harness is working, and steering will, at every point where a tool returns, it will check if there has come in some steering instructions, and then it will use that. No, that was not right. It looks like it's the upper left corner of the left image that got the same y coordinate as the lower right corner of the right stream. Yeah. I think not. I think you are looking at the left image's upper coordinate, upper left coordinate, the lower has a much lower y coordinate, or at least more south. Cool. As you can see, the merged image does not have the right images lower point as low as the left image. You are still computing the rotation. I don't know what you consider low, but let's do compass directions instead. You should rotate the merged index, the merged image, so that the left image is southwest, southern coordinate will equal the right images southeast corners, south coordinate. Now we're talking. Okay, add a button to detach the merged window, so that could be viewed by itself and casted by itself too, and full screened, etc. That is what is left. It started here, I guess. As you can see, the left camera has gone over to night vision, while the rightmost camera has better sensitivity in the color color mode, apparently. It's fun to see how it gets to be very green here, probably due to this being covered. It leaks all the way out. That's strange. Yeah. So if I move this left, I would have expected it to, yeah, it's still green. Mm. So, and now it's done. So I think we'd say goodbye here for today. It's been a very long but good video, I think. Bye bye.